Hi, friends. Welcome back to Activist Collective. Today is July 1st, 2026. And I know I've been away for a minute, but life is getting hairy out there. I don't know if you've noticed, but shit's getting really real. Everything we predicted that would happen under a Donald Trump America is happening, including higher cost of living, gas prices, energy costs. Just day-to-day life, rent is getting jacked up. Interest rates are getting jacked up. This America under Donald Trump is not only expensive, but it is dangerous. We are dealing with white Christian nationalists committing violent acts against marginalized groups and facing no accountability for that. And I need for you to understand that this was an open book test on America, and they failed. You failed. As of about 30 minutes ago, an active duty Air Force member was standing on the steps of the Capitol holding a sign, not behind the barricades where he couldn't be, but where the public is allowed to be. He was holding a sign in opposition and dissent to the illegal military actions and this administration, and the Capitol Police walked up and arrested him. Why? What, per se, was he doing that was illegal that warranted arrest? Do tell. Because it is not illegal to wear your uniform. In fact, I see people wearing their uniform everywhere. In fact, a Congress member wore his Israeli IDF fucking military uniform into Congress, where he spoke out on all the things, and yet nobody ever gets arrested. This man wears his uniform and holds a sign, and they fucking put him in jail? This is your Donald Trump America, friends. A clear fucking violation of constitutional rights. Speaking of clear violations of constitutional rights, did you know that the Texas School Board is now forcing teachers to require the Bible as required reading in schools? This is the group that said, "Don't touch my guns. It's in my Constitution. It's my Second Amendment rights. Don't you touch them." And we say, yeah, well, guns have come a long ways. That they never said nothing about guns getting better or bigger or having more bullets. Nothing. Don't touch my guns. It is an ironclad. Ironclad. Don't touch it. Constitutional amendment. But when it comes to the wording in the Constitution that says there shall be no establishment of religion, that seems to be up for fucking debate, when it is the only thing that is cut and dry, clearly stated. There's no way to interpret it other than what it says. No establishment of a religion. Yet these bitches keep continually screaming, "We're a Christian nation. We're a Christian." No, the fuck we're not, bitch. We never have been. You're a Christian because you fell for it and got duped. You're the fucking morons who keep forking money into the baskets of these pedophile priests. That's you. The rest of us aren't as dumb as you. I'm sorry that you are a loud minority. Truly sorry, but that doesn't make us a Christian nation. And if the people in Texas who love their Constitution don't speak up, we will not be able to save this. It's already going to take a long fucking time to come back from all of the shit this administration has done to this country. We are truly in a fucking pile of shit right now. Excuse my French. We are in a world of hurt in this country, and it's going to take a long time to get out of it. So, on that note, I also wanted to talk to you guys about election time. Election time. People see an election and they go, "Oh, more ads, more this, more that." I see elections as hope. I see an election coming and I have hope. It is the one time of the 2-year cycle where hope is returned to me, and I have hope that the American people are going to do the right thing. Have they consistently let me down? Yes. Every time, it would seem. But as I watch New York sweeping the primaries with Democratic Socialists winning, kicking long-term Congress members out of their seats, I am having more hope than I have ever had. And that is saying something under this fascist dictatorship that we find ourselves in. So, with that said, I want for you to get involved. I want for you to get involved not just by watching videos and sharing and reposting. I want you to find your favorite candidate. I want you to go to their website and I want you to sign up for something, to volunteer, stuff an envelope. We don't like stamps anymore, but put stamps on envelopes. You can text bank, you can phone bank. If you can't door knock, do something. Do something, please. Our country needs the American army. Me and you. Me and you, the people truly fighting for our freedom. It needs us. That means the people who've never done this before. That's you. That's okay. You can still get involved. It's scary. Sometimes we don't like to do things that are uncomfortable, that put us in positions we're not comfortable with. But now is not the time to be bashful, my friend. Now is the time to get off your butt and get involved in any way possible for you, whatever that looks like for you. But it's got to be doing more than a repost on a social media app. That's not enough anymore. Put the sign in your yard. Put the fucking sign in your yard, you guys. I look up and down my street and I know who they're voting for because they're all friends, right? I know who they're voting for, but they will not put the goddamn sign in their yard because, well, I don't think, it's a tumultuous political situation and I don't want people to know who I'm voting for. Put the fucking sign in your yard and have some goddamn balls and some bravery. People are getting themselves arrested on the Capitol steps in their Air Force uniform for you. Put the sign in your fucking yard. We need American fighters, me and you, together as a team, your neighbor, your neighbor's neighbor, the people behind you, the people on the corner. Get them together and go door knocking and inform the public and get everyone you can involved. We need everybody involved. And I know that this is uncomfortable, but it has to be done or we will never get out of this, friends. Never. So while we're on this topic of elected officials, I need for you to know that I'm not going to rest. I will spend my very last breath fighting for what I'm about to show you is some of the list of demands that I will be requiring of the people I helped to get elected. They're referring to the new Democratic Socialist candidates who were just elected. They're calling them Squad 2.0, just so that you're aware. In no particular order, but kind of. Okay, Medicare for all. We have been waiting for far too long for a Medicare for all program. We are the richest country in the nation. Healthcare is a human right. We shouldn't have to die because we can't afford it. No more tax dollars to Israel. None. None. Not a single tax dollar, not a single treaty, nothing. No more cooperation with that country. They are genocidal maniacs. They've proven that they are the terrorists in the Middle East. And it is time that the United States as a whole completely divest from Israel until they can find their way back to, not being genocidal maniacs, returning the land to the Palestinians, using their tax dollars to rebuild the homes of the people and the families whose lives they destroyed. Maybe there might be some cooperation. That's one of my demands. Cutting them off completely, because no other country, you guys, none, no other country gives those motherfuckers the amount of money we give them. Zero. They are supposed to use this $30 billion to equip their military with American-made weaponry, and there is now no longer this requirement that they spend all of it on American-made products. They can now use Israeli companies to provide them their military weaponry. And they are working on building up their military industrial complex as we speak, using our tax dollars to do that. Done, cut them off. Accountability. Listen to me. Every Republican Congress member who is helping Donald Trump with his active coup on our representative democracy should be held accountable, face a jury of their peers, and go to prison for treason, for assisting a man in his coup on our freedom. You're watching it every day. You are watching Americans, immigrants, getting yanked up off the streets, getting kidnapped, violating their due process. And these Republican congressmen and women are helping them do it. We don't have to agree politically, but God damn it, that Constitution says what it fucking says, and you are violating it. And you fucking know you are, and that is a goddamn crime. Accountability for every one of them. Nancy Mace, Mike Johnson, Jim Jordan. Oh my God, the list is so fucking long. Mitch McConnell, if he's not dead, I don't give a shit. All of them. All of them. Including that fucking psychotic bitch who scares men in bars. I forget her name. It doesn't matter. The Trump family investigated. I want every tax dollar they stole or swindled from the American people back in our banks. Every dollar gained by peddling Trump's influence back in the American people's banks. They came down hard on Hunter Biden. They used that man as the whipping boy for their crusade against Biden. And they said he was peddling Biden's influence, making money off of this father who is a vice president, while they actively sell Trump's influence at Trump Jr., Alex and Zach Witkoff's new executive branch bar, where the selling point for your $500,000 initiation fee is closer access to Donald fucking Trump. I'm not kidding you. That is their selling point. That you can have closer access to Trump if you pay this initiation fee one time and then a yearly due. Is that not influence peddling? Every dime. Every single family member from Barron up to Ivanka's bitch ass, I don't give a shit. Investigate them all. And don't forget Kushner, because that bitch is still woven into the fabric of the MAGA movement. Very much so. This one is important to me. The January 6 rioters who were released. You know that many of them were jailed not because of what they had done on this January 6th, but because that charge was cumulative in their long criminal history, and one more crime was to put them in jail. Most of these people had long criminal histories or had done something that day that was so incredibly egregious, violent, and disgusting that they had to be jailed. But a lot of them were doing time because of prior criminal offenses. And Donald Trump released a mob of violent criminals onto the streets of America, and I want them back behind bars. And I want every elected official that I helped get elected listening to what I just said. I want us all demanding these things because we deserve these things. The American people deserve these things. We deserve elected officials who don't lie to us. We deserve health care. We deserve to feel safe on our streets. And we don't now because Donald Trump released thousands of January 6 rioters who have violent criminal past. We deserve to have our tax dollars returned to us from the Trump family, who is swindling us out of them via either scams, crypto scams, no bid military contracts. Like the Sun buys into a big company, right? Company now, because the Sun bought into it, gets a no bid military contract. Sun takes away a chunk of money, and now this company has the bid, has the job. That's what's going on. Eric did it. Trump Jr. did it. I think Barron did it. The Trump family is financially benefiting and peddling Trump's influence, and it needs to be brought to goddamn justice. And you know what I don't hear? Friends, do you hear how I'm talking to you? Do you hear me say, these are what I'm saying to you should be said by our Democratic Congress members, and they're not saying it. Why aren't they saying it? Why aren't they doing? The only person I think is like Al Green and Rashida Tlaib and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Bernie Sanders, people who have the backbone. The rest of the centrist establishment Democrats don't care because they are financially benefiting from this administration too. Stay quiet and benefit. Stay quiet and benefit. And don't forget to support Israel while you're staying quiet. It's got to fucking stop, and the American people need to put their foot down, make their demands heard, but we can't demand that until we get these people elected. So we all need to work together to make that happen. I hope to be back with you and have some more Activist Collective episodes coming, but it's been crazy, girl. I've been working not off screen, but like on other projects for people who've hired me, and getting my daughter from place to place. It's just been crazy. But I love you guys oh so much. And I think about this podcast every day and how I owe it to you to get these out here to you. Because we need to vent together. We need to have these moments. And you need to know that I feel your frustration so deeply in the pit of my stomach. Together we feel this frustration, but we have to use it. We have to use anger and that energy, and we have to put it to good. We have to turn it into action. Find your favorite candidate and go volunteer today. Donate if you can't volunteer. And if you can't donate, volunteer. You can text bank and you can phone bank. Yes, you can. Don't make excuses. Talk to your neighbors, your friends, your family, your adult children. Get everyone you know involved, and we can do this. We can pull it together, and we can do what New York did on a national goddamn level. Michigan, you have 1 month until one of the most consequential primary elections comes knocking at your door. And I'm going to say this in the kindest possible terms. Do not fuck it up, old white liberals in Michigan. I'm an old white liberal in Michigan, so I know very well how I used to vote. So I know what you're doing too. You may not even know you're doing it. You're voting for name recognition. I need you to stop. If you live in Michigan and these people are on your ballot, these are who you're voting for. Abdul El-Sayed will be on your ballot statewide. Abdul El-Sayed over any other candidate. No Mallory, no Haley. Those two people are going to send your money to Israel, hands down. No question. I believe We have found out that Mallory McMorrow has claimed grassroots, but she's working with some dark money. And, well, we have a suspicion that allegedly Mallory McMorrow may be taking money from some dark money PACs where, you don't quite know where the money's going, where it's coming from. They don't quite have to claim it on their FEC filing, so you don't really have know what they're buying. It's shady as shit. And now with this new Supreme Court ruling, you don't have to know anything. And Mallory McMorrow paying for $400,000 in meta ads, but not having to tell anybody where that money came from, is not being truthful, you dumb bitch. God, sorry. No, I'm not. I'm truthful and honest, but won't tell you what I said in my APAC position papers. I'm honest and truthful, but I won't admit that I take DTE money. I'm honest and truthful, but I won't admit that I voted to give tax breaks to data centers and then to give hundreds of millions of Michiganders' taxpayer dollars to the data centers as another incentive to come here. I won't talk about that. And then I won't talk about the fact that $400,000 in meta ads was paid for, but she won't tell us where the money came from or and doesn't have to claim it on her FEC filing. Fuck you, Mallory McMorrow. You are the least trustworthy person. And I've said this before. At least Haley Stevens is honest. At least she's a trash heap, but she's honest about being a trash heap. It's even worse when you gotta lie about it. Abdul El-Sayed is the only person who isn't lying to you. The people in Detroit love this man with all their heart. This man has done good for Wayne County across the board. So Abdul El-Sayed, if you live in the Royal Oak area, Bloomfield Hills, Walled Lake, Commerce, we're talking Aisha Faruqi over Jeremy Moss. Fuck Jeremy Moss. Do not vote for that centrist fucking PAC money sucking liberal. Do not do it. We're voting for Aisha Faruqi. Okay. Let's see. State Senate in that same area, Natalie Price. Natalie Price has endorsed Melanie Macy to replace her for representative. William Lawrence for Lansing. I think it's District 7. Congress. William Lawrence. Bridget Brink and Matt Masden have $1 million homes in Washington, D.C. $1 million homes. They just bought a house in the district last year, so it looked like they lived there. They've never fucking lived there. Don't fall for this shit, you guys. William Lawrence for the Lansing area. No question, hands down. Okay? No, hands down. Who else? Donovan McKinney, Ebony Taylor, representative over in Allen Park area is Joanna Whaley. If you see the Liberati guy on your ballot, he is the one who attacked an innocent trans woman because she was his opponent. Attacked her by trying to invalidate her position on the ballot. It was crazy. He's a Democrat too. He also voted against trans kids just recently. No more centrist Democrats, and I need old white liberals to stop going, but I've always been a Democrat my whole life. I've always voted for my whole life. Well, never a better time than now when we're sitting neck deep in fascism and they're arresting Air Force members for utilizing their constitutional rights. Then no better time than now to stop being a centrist Democratic cuck. Progress, friends, progress, 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 progress. We cannot move forward if you want to be a stick in the fucking mud. Listen to me. I would not tell you a lie about these candidates. I trust them. I've met them. I have spoken to people close to them who trust them. If I were wrong, I would apologize, but you will be thanking me if they get elected. You will be thanking me if they get elected because they are the real deal. Everyone I listed doesn't take corporate PAC money. They're a Medicare for all. Money in your pockets, right? They want to shut down fascism, investigate, stop sending your money to Israel. It's time. It's time. It's time. Okay, friends, I'm going to let you get out of here. I got shit to do. I hope to be back with you next week for another episode. I'll be moving up to Muskegon for a couple of weeks in August. So hopefully that will give me some time to do some more episodes if I don't get any out to you in the next week or so. I love you. Go get involved. We have to fight never before, and everybody has to take part in this. You guys can't bury your head in the sand and act like nothing is happening. Get involved. Get your kids involved. I love you.